Hey guys, I was just trying to work out how many of the Winnie the Poohs that I actually had. Now I've got Pooh Bear, I've got Eeyore, Tigger, and Piglet. And I think that's basically it. And then I tried to work out how many Winnie the Pooh characters there actually are to try and work out how many more I needed to complete the set. Now I'm already working on the Eevee evolutions plus any Pokemon that shows up, so I might be a little while with that collection. What other collections have I done? I've done Animal Crossing. There might be some more coming along, but I'm not 100% sure. This might be the last one we get, which would be interesting. Who else? We've got the Harry Potter. Now, the Harry Potter house creatures, I don't think I'll get all of them. I'm debating on getting the Badger, because I'm a Hufflepuff, and the Eagle because my partner's a Ravenclaw. But it's very rare that I get a 2-in-1 without meaning to get a 2-in-1. As in, Build-A-Bear gives me 2 for the price of 1. So with the Winnie the Pooh collection, we already have Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Eeyore, and Piglet, all of which are currently snuggling up together in the 100-acre wood, or at least that part of my bedroom. So the only ones in theory who are left, if I remember rightly, I don't think they do a Christopher Robin one, although they might do a teddy bear dressed as Christopher Robin, is Kanga and Roo, the mother and the baby, Rabbit, the gardener, and Owl, who's meant to be quite wise, although he can't spell. Not going to mock him, I can't spell either, so kind of with you there, bird. So, a recent one came out, and I'm actually really happy with this one. I thought, when I noticed that Kanga was out, I thought that it was just going to be Kanga, and Roo was going to be a separate toy that I was going to have to buy. Should we find out which one I got? Check it out! It's Kanga! It's Kanga, and in her pouch, it's attached at the moment, but you can deattach it, is Little Roo. Now, Little Roo, Kanga doesn't have a voice. I don't think she came with one. I think she only came with the option of the Winnie the Pooh, back in your little safe cubby hole, you go, the Winnie the Pooh theme tune, which would have been good, but I decided to buy Kanga on her own. She is the mother figure. She's based on the Disney cartoon character. She's not based on the Christopher Robin one. Now I think about it, the only one that I think was based on the Christopher Robin one was Winnie the Pooh. And I think that was because his design was almost identical, apart from he had more of a shaggier fur. And with Kanga, it's exactly the same. Now, Kanga's little kangaroo, oops, got a bit of fluff there. Now, Kanga's was quite a shabby little kangaroo toy with her little baby Roo. The toys would have been played and loved by Christopher Robin. I tend to say you can tell a toy has been truly loved by how much it's been played with, and Kanga is definitely going to be as equally, if not just as loved as all of the others. But check out her eyes. She's got such feminine and motherly eyes, and such a beautiful, friendly smile, which is exactly what Kanga is like. And even if I bring him closer, he's got such a cheeky, he's a little bit more cartoony than his mum, but he's a little bit smaller as well. But check out his little smile. Check out his little smile. His little cheeky smile. That is awesome. Now that is so cool. Her head's a little bit floppy, but then again, she's always worrying about her child. So you've got her little paws ready to colour her mouth and cuddle and hug a beautiful boy. And check out, very similar to the tail that we had with Dragonite. Check out how pointy and how smooth she is. They got the cuddliness just right, which is awesome. And Kanga just look at her little feet as well. Ready to hop along. And when I detach Roo, he's going to hop alongside and play with Eeyore and Pooh and Tigger and Piglet, who are all over there at the moment, but I'll fetch them in a minute. But she just looks so motherly, which is just the kind of character that Kanga is. Kanga's always going to be the mother of the group. She's always going to be the caring and kind. I think out of all of the people who is in the, because there's a little bit of a very mean theory about the Winnie the Pooh characters, which they represent Christopher Robin's mental state. So Eeyore's apparently represents depression. Pooh is an eating disorder. Piglet is anxiety, ironically. Hence why he's always shivering and quivering, because he's quite small. You'd imagine he'd be quite timid and shy. Kanga's, I think he's ADHD, if I remember rightly. Now, interestingly, even though I don't think Kanga has a representation, for some bizarre reason, Roo has, and I've never understood why Roo has been given this. Roo, according to the theory, Roo represents autism, but he doesn't actually display even the myth characteristics of autism. He loves hanging out with the guys. He loves his mum. He doesn't really do much in the way of repetition, although he does say his words quite a lot. So he will go, let's play again, let's play again, let's play again. Oh, mum, 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 mum. Which you could argue, considering how old he's meant to be, that could be any toddler. Not just a sign of autism. So Roo's always had. Whereas the others might just, like Eeyore, for example, he's obviously he's got a dark cloud over his head. He's quite depressed. He doesn't believe in himself. So depression, yeah, I can believe. And of course, Piglet being anxiety, yeah, you could kind of guess that. Or I would not anxiety. I would say pure nervousness, maybe PTSD rather than anxiety, because he reacts to loud noises. But with Kanga, I don't know if there is one that Kanga's meant to be. It's never made any sense, because she is quite a motherly figure to every single one of them. She does worry about Roo quite a lot. She tends to go, Roo dear, don't do this. Roo dear, be careful. Everyone's got to be careful. But she's a mum. That's the kind of characteristic a mum has. I could argue the same about my mum. My mum, even though I'm an adult, she constantly worries about me. And I'm not just saying that because she watches this show. It's a mother. It's every single mother at some point will be, when their child is a teenager, pretending to be asleep on the bed. But it's not just to catch their kids coming in late. It's so that they can hear the door open, so they know their child is safe, and then they'll scold. But mostly their scolding is them saying, I'm really glad you're safe, but on the other hand, why did you make me worry? Where were you? And this is the kind of characteristics that Kanga has. But Kanga never, as far as I know, Kanga never ever scolds. Even in the Piglet Big movie where we're supposed to have met, Kanga and Roo where the gang meets Kanga and Roo for the first time. There's no scolding in any way, shape, or form, particularly with her relationship with Roo. She's always so calm and so collected. Now, someone did suggest to me that Kanga is meant to be narcissistic or psycho, in which case their definition of both of them are not how I'd imagine it in any way. I know Owl is meant to represent dyslexia. Someone said autism for Owl as well, but again, Owl I could kind of believe because he lives up in the tree, so he does like isolation quite a lot. But you could tag that with many other different kinds of mental health. My depression, one of the things I do when I'm in a depression state is I want to get as far away from everyone as possible. But that's because I'm used to my depression. I know what my depression does. And for many years, I believed that the best solution I had to my depression was, if I get hurt, no one will care. But if someone else gets hurt, that's bad. Now, over time, I've learned that that is completely wrong. I've learned to be able to speak up about my depression, so I don't hurt myself as much as I used to. I'm not when I say hurt, I don't mean self-harm. I mean I would degrade myself, which I mean self-harm is kind of broad speaking when it comes to it. I told someone that I tended to scold myself quite a lot and put myself in a deep depression. And they said that I was technically self-harming because I was putting myself in that kind of mental state. And snuggling up to Kanga might cure that because she's such a motherly figure. Oh. And every time I've got to kiss Kanga, I've got to give Roo a kiss. She can't kiss Kanga without Roo. This is just so wonderful. I've got to say, Christopher Robin was so lucky to have such amazing friends. And it's just, and he was A.A. Mills was amazing at bringing these characters to life. Right, well, Kanga and I are just about to go and be introduced to all the other characters. I think the only two that are left at the moment, unless they do the Heffalump, which I don't know if they're going to do. I know Woozles do exist, but Woozles, they kind of only appear in the song Heffalumps and Woozles. They don't actually appear very much in the film. They're after Heifer, the Heffalump. And there's no, as far as I know, there's no other characters in Winnie the Pooh. It's always been Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Eeyore, Piglet, Kanga, Roo, Owl, and Rabbit. If you can think of any other Winnie the Pooh characters, if there is any, I'm more than happy to hear about it. And I'm more than happy to be corrected. Because there's things I don't know. It's been a long time since I've read Winnie the Pooh. It's one of the books I might salvage when I go around my mum's. Maybe you'll see me read Winnie the Pooh to my dear charming friends here. Now, I remembered this time. It's not been filled in, so it still needs to be filled in. But if you hold that for me, Kanga, thank you very much. We have Kanga and Roo's, and we can put the name down because they're going to stay as Kanga and Roo. So we've got Kanga and Roo's birth certificate. Or at least I think we've got more Kanga's birth certificate. We haven't got Roo's. Kanga is 41 centimetres, which is awesome. I think because there's two of them, it would have been nice. I might pop into Build-A-Bear and maybe see if I can get a birth certificate for Roo. Because it seems unfair that Kanga's got a birth certificate, but Roo hasn't. And I'm not sure what kind of details Kanga would have, or even if I can get away with it. I might have to make one myself. But Kanga is 41 centimetres. She is 283.8 grams. 0.5 grams, which is not bad for a kangaroo. Medium brown fur, a lovely pink tummy, pink ears, which is awesome. And her eyes are a very loving black eyes, and a nice black nose as well. That is awesome. And that is Kanga. She hasn't got any injuries, thank goodness. Now that the shops are mostly open now, this might be a perfect opportunity for me to find Psyduck and take him to the shops. His tail whip has not been very good recently. It might also be an idea to figure out at least how to fix Jolteon. Jolteon's got a puncture wound in his cheek. You can't see it from where he is. You'll notice in the video of Jolteon that he has a puncture. And that's one of the things that I need to fix. He hasn't appeared in an unboxing. Oh, tell a lie, he has. He's appeared in one of the MCM unboxings. We have a Pokemon called Piplup, which we nicknamed MC Piplup because we kind of dressed him like a like a disco ruler. And MC Piplup, unknowingly to everyone else, currently has an injury. It's between his wing and his head. So at some point I want to invest on getting Kanga and Roo fixed. Not Kanga and Roo, getting those guys fixed. So they're on the same standard as everyone else. I know where they are. I just need to arrange for them to be done. In the meantime, I'm sure Kanga will volunteer with the nurse, and at some point maybe we'll get Chansey. So we'll have a little bit of fun with all the mums and nurses of the toy world. But until then, from Kanga and Roo, stay safe, stay well, keep the magic in your fingertips. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.